Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check a fresh kit from Eduard. As you can see, this is a limited edition kit. But first, as usual, let me invite you to check detailed review article link in the video description below, so just click it and you will be able to read full review article in English and Russian with detailed photos. As you can see, this is a 70-second scale kit as it's written here, and it's called the Bold. Actually, it copies GRS1 as you can see on the box art, and as I said before, this is a limited edition kit which is based actually on the Sword plastic. Here you can see comparison with my hand, so it's not that big box, and I would say it's typical for 48 scale Profi packs from Eduard. We have this beautiful box art which is quite unusual for Eduard, in my opinion. And I will be happy to hear your opinion about this box art, but it looks very nice. Here we have 7 marking options which are available in this kit. As you can see, some of them are really colorful, and here we have short list of the features which are included into this kit. So Sword plastic, as I said before, resin parts from the Sword, and also Eduard photo etched accessories, painting mask, Eduard brassine for spinners and ramp turbine. And then we have the Eduard decals for 7 marking options and photographic book about GRS1. This is a top opening box, so let's check what's inside. And here is the contents, what we actually receive in this kit. So as you can see, this is Sword plastic, transparent parts are also from Sword, and resin parts are from Eduard. So let's start from them. Of course, they are included into brassine line, and quality is really nice, so I have nothing to complain about here. So as you can see, there are actually 7 resin parts which should help you get a better detailing on your 70-second airplane. And of course, molding quality is really good, so there is no flash, no any other possible problems. Next we have transparent sprue. This one is packed into the separate plastic bag, and of course this is a must, because here we have large canopy part. It's large for the 70-second scale, here it is. And then we have some transparent elements for illuminators which are placed on the aircraft side. As you can see, molding quality is really good, and I hope masks are included. And if masks are included, it should be easy to paint such canopy. Then we have plastic. As you can see, all plastic sprues are packed into the same plastic bag, so just give me a second to open it. And here inside we have Sword resin parts, which should be used for assembly as well. Just give me a second to open it. It's a bit tight package. Glue doesn't want to go away. Nevertheless, here we are. Bag opened, and now we can check Sword resin parts. As you can see, they're also packed into one plastic bag. Those are a bit different from Eduard parts, but here we have resin seats. Then we have some parts for exhaust, as far as I can guess, seats for the pilot and second pilot, and then we have engines and some external elements like air intakes. Now let's zoom my camera so that you can check them closer. As you can see, color is a bit different from the previous brassine parts which we saw before. Nevertheless, molding quality is quite interesting. The only question which I would like to ask is the connection of those pilot seats. They're connected to the back, as you can see, so get ready for some tricky detachment, because you'll have to separate them somehow, and it might be a bit, let's say, complex task for beginners, especially for those who didn't work with resin before. Next we have first plastic sprue, gray plastic sprue. This one includes fuselage halves, also tail wings. Each tail wing is actually molded as a one-piece part, as you can see here. Inside there is almost no detailing in the fuselage, so everything will be saved with those resin seats which we saw before. Here we have different internal walls, and fuselage, as far as you can see, features recessed panel lines. We can zoom camera so that you can check them closer. Here they are. Of course, some modders might even try to replicate riveting, but this task is more for professionals. Here we have another plastic sprue. This one is more concerned with minor plastic parts. We have cockpit floor, for example, here, this large part. Then we have propellers, which are molded together with blades, and note that they are placed only on one attachment point, which is good. And a lot of minor elements for the wing mechanization. Last but not the least is a plastic frame with wing parts. As you can see, wing parts molded as large one-piece house. They should be glued together, of course. Then you add these cowling parts and also these floats. And note that landing gear wheels should be assembled out of two halves. It's actually quite interesting why Eduard decided not to mold them out of resin, because it would be a nice addition. And then we have special photographic publication. As you can see, it's done as a soft cover, and it features different photos of this aircraft. Actually quite an interesting reference guide for your build. Next we have assembly manual. This one is finished in typical Eduard style, so we have this nice box art on the front. Then there is a parts map. Assembly process starts with cockpit, and then we continue with assembly. And here we have marking guides, which are printed in color, and paint numbers are given in Gunze designations, which is also traditional for Czech manufacturer Eduard. Here you can see masks, so masks are included, and those masks should come handy for canopy and for wheels as well, which is really nice bonus. Then we have plastic bag with decals. Decals, as I said in the beginning, are printed in Eduard, so you don't have to worry about the quality. Just give me a second to open this plastic bag and we can check them closer. Actually, it's quite surprising that all symbols can be placed on one decal sheet. Nevertheless, it is possible. And now we just zoom camera and you can see them closer. Very nice quality, and I hope application won't be problematic as well. And last but not the least is this small plastic bag with PE thread. There is only one PE thread, which is also quite surprising for me. Nevertheless, let's not forget that this is a 70-second scale. Here it is. Let's zoom a bit. So here we have various interior parts, some external elements, which should make this model a bit more detailed. And that's all for this video review. As far as you can see, there are no other extra components. And I hope you like this video. I will be happy to hear your opinion in the comment section below. Just write it and we will be able to discuss this kit together. Of course, if you want to help us, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will be happy to hear from you and see that you are helping us. And as usual, I will see you in the next video review. Bye!